As the WWE Universe marches forward and towards WrestleMania 41, the excitement and speculation surrounding this event is reaching a fever pitch. The 2025 Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber events have laid the groundwork for the major championship matches and subsequent weeks that have been seeing storylines develop and alliance forms. However, amidst the anticipation, there's a growing possibility that several of WWE's stars, and top stars, in fact, may find themselves excluded from the grandest stage of them all. In this video, we are going to be exploring 8 legends, former champions, and notable stars that could be left off the show. Now, keep in mind, we are still a few weeks away, and some of these names may get matches booked. Some may not. But as the recording of this video, as a guy that has followed WWE for quite some time, who has really tried to stay as closely connected to this company as possible, I'm a little worried about these names on this list. Number 8, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, he headlined night 1 of WrestleMania 39 just a few short weeks, or years ago rather, and he's been absent from WWE television since his loss to Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. Coupled by reports of his contract nearly coming up, as well as him asking for time off, there's a strong possibility that WWE is holding him back potentially until a new contract is signed or something else. If an agreement isn't reached before WrestleMania, well, Sami Zayn's absence would increasingly be likely. It's something in which I think fans need to really keep an eye on. Sami Zayn's a fan favorite. He's one of the best in-ring workers that they have. And if he's not on this WrestleMania card, even in a host capacity, I think it would be a shame. If you have Sami Zayn under contract, if you have Sami Zayn available to you, you absolutely book him at the biggest event of the year in WrestleMania. Asuka. She is recovering from a significant injury, a knee injury that left her undergoing the knife. Now, she was expected to return to the ring before WrestleMania. However, despite signs of her impending return, she has yet to reappear on WWE television. With WrestleMania 41 rapidly approaching, it's becoming more probable that her return is being saved for post-WrestleMania as a surprise, keeping her off of the April card. Now, there has been a recent report by PW Insider which notes that WWE is likely to hold off on her return until after WrestleMania, which is a shame considering A, Asuka's one of their best talents, and B, how stacked the women's division is. Now, I wouldn't necessarily want Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. Yes, they've been absent for months with rumors circulating that Uncle Howdy has been injured. While there have been hints of a potential storyline involving them and Alexa Bliss, WWE has yet to make any concrete moves in that direction, making their WrestleMania 41 appearance unlikely. Now, I need to preference this. There was recent reports that not only was Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas, medically cleared for in-ring action, which has kept him and obviously the Wyatt Six off of television, he's been medically cleared and WWE Creative has started to brew. So hopefully by the time you hear this, they're back on TV. There was an initial report a few weeks ago that WWE was planning to do some sort of angle between Wyatt Six and the lovely Alexa Bliss. Both are off TV right now. Hopefully, they can find something for them to do at WrestleMania and make it worthy. Becky Lynch, whose return has been long anticipated, well, she's yet to appear on WWE television. Despite reports of a new contract being signed and inclusion in promotional materials, with WrestleMania 41 so close, inserting her into a storyline at this stage of the game seems improbable, suggesting that she may miss this year's event. Now, look, she signed a new contract in late 2024. She was supposed to be back for the Raw Netflix premiere. That didn't happen. She was supposed to be back before Rumble. That did not happen either. And now her husband, Seth Rollins, has gone out and said, well, look, Becky Lynch will be returning to WWE. She will be returning to pro wrestling. But I don't know when. And I don't know when either, because there's no reports. She's out in Hollywood working on various projects, getting things done there. But if I'm Becky Lynch fans, I am starting to be a little skeptical that she could be part of WrestleMania plans, especially with top tier talents already locked up. Jimmy Uso. He is, of course, the brother of Jey Uso, who is set for a high-profile showdown with World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. However, Jimmy, he lacks any clear-cut direction for WrestleMania. Despite his weekly appearances on SmackDown, he is currently without a feud, suggesting that he may just be relegated to a backstage supporting role for his brother. Yes, it will be a big night for Jay whenever he challenges Gunther for the World Heavyweight title, and obviously has a very good likelihood of winning said title. However, Jimmy Uso is a guy where they are trying to portray him as a single star, and it's just not convincing. I don't believe it. I don't think many people are buying it either, and I think it's hurting his performances on television. Hopefully WWE can get around this. They can find something for him to do that's meaningful, that people actually care about. He's the babyface right now, but I still think he's a tag team player. Unfortunately, I think that he will eventually go back to being a tag team player. If I had to guess, it'll probably be with Solo Sikoa. I would do that sooner rather than later, but that's just me. Nia Jax, who experienced a career resurgence in 2023 and in 2024, has seen her momentum stall. While her absence isn't due to any wrongdoing, it just simply comes down to a deeper roster and shifting priorities that have pushed her out of the WrestleMania spotlight. Keep in mind that 2024, she was able to come back and come back better than ever. This was her true breakout moment, her breakout year, I believe, from winning the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament to winning the Women's Championship at SummerSlam from Bayley, feuding with Bayley, going into a feud with Tiffany Stratton, who ultimately cashed in Money in the Bank on her. I think this is something in which fans really need to pay attention to and give Nia Jax the credit that she deserves. She really did turn around a lot of things in 2024. 2025 has not been so kind to her, and even if she's not your biggest star and you're not her biggest fan, I think there is a place for Nia Jax on the card. And finally, at number 1, it is Sheamus, who has done it all in this business but win the Intercontinental Championship. Now, the future WWE Hall of Famer has transitioned into a mid-card role, appearing sporadically on SmackDown whenever needed against whoever is needed to have a banger of a match. While no clear-cut WrestleMania plans are out there, his chances of competing at the event, well, they're starting to diminish. At a time in which WWE is utilizing Sheamus more of a utility player, getting people over and having banger after banger after banger, I think you need to have Sheamus on the card. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know how. I could see him absolutely being part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. I could see him winning it, or at least being one of the not high, but last standing guys in that match. It's possible, but I hope they have something more for Sheamus just rather than this. It'd be kind of a shame if they didn't.